Good morning. Great to see you here today. I am Reverend Renee Sosanna Olson. I am a TorchBearer and a TorchBearer for the Coven of Hecate. And today we're going to do your weekly reading. Last week was a little disheveled because apparently the YouTube gods decided that some of the content I provided went against their community standards. I don't know if they had assistance or not, but they did say that. So it got pulled. You can see that on my website if you want to go and have a look at that reading. But today, it is February 1st. It is going to be a beautiful full moon. I've got my altar set up to do my seed blessings for today. How do you do your seed blessings for the year? You know, as it kicks off Umbala and the poor little groundhog getting pulled out of his home. What do you do? What do you do to celebrate, or how do you bless your seeds? I'm going to pull mine over. Here's an example. This is Thai basil and some other, it's like marigold in there as well. But what do you do to get your seeds ready to go for the spring planting? It's a snow moon, obviously. We are getting record snow here today. It's probably the most snow that's ever been since I've lived here as an adult. I'm curious to see what it looks like when the light finally comes up, because it's still relatively early. It's 5:14 a.m., so I've not been able to really see outside what it looks like. But I'll definitely share some images once we get that up and running, or that up and running because I control the sun. Okay, I wanted to do a couple of updates. The website's been updated to include some subscription packages or subscriber packages. And what this does is it allows you to join at a tier for a month-based charge or a year-based charge. If you sign up for the year, I've put together three boxes that will be mailed out to you in addition to your subscription. The subscription gives you access to programs on the website, as well as a monthly or quarterly curio is what I'm calling it. It's basically a newsletter that each subscriber level will get throughout their subscription. There's 3 different levels that you can subscribe at for the year in order to get that extra bonus, and it is for US only due to shipping issues. So check that out on the website underneath the subscription levels if you're interested. Okay, let me put my little thing away. This is the coolest thing ever. I absolutely love this thing. It does make noise though, so it's sequestered to the office as not to create problems. Okay, I'm going to basically, let's talk about full moon energy, right? Full moon energy, as we all know, is a cleansing energy. It's basically the time when, if you think about it, our ancestors would have been more actively hunting. They would have been more active because of the light, and the light keeps us awake. It's for healing, cleansing your stones. Everyone, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people will put their stones, their crystals on the windowsill in order to be cleansed. I've always felt that the moonbeams had a healing effect. Now, whether that is, I have to be careful. That's anecdotally, of course. Asterisk, please do not ding me again for providing any type of information on anything other than bathing in the moonlight as being uplifting if you feel emotionally connected to it. It's also a time for gratitude, right? It's a time when we think about, at least for me. So when you're out and dealing with this time of the year, it's absolutely freezing. The blessing boxes have been very much needed this year, or because already it's only February. But hang in there, we got this. But it's a time when we should be looking at, spring is coming. It's just around the corner. Stay focused. You got this. Okay. I love coffee. All right, I'm going to do our 3-card pull, and we are going to use the River Witch Oracle. The River Witch Oracle is a deck dedicated to the magic and spirituality of the South, and it pays homage to the enslaved Africans as well as the native peoples who built this country and took care of it before it was colonized. All right, our first card. I'm going to hold that up for you. Our first card is the catfish. Now, the catfish keywords are resourceful, depth, and adapt, right? So those are the keywords. So when you think about a catfish stays down to the bottom, the murky. It sort of swims through and keeps that whole ecosystem in check. It is resilient. It's surprising, right? If you have never been fishing for catfish, and my vegan self cringes at this, but we did. They have tines on their fins that shoot straight up, and if you don't pick them up the exact right way, those tines will cut you. So what you want to do is you want to be resourceful like that. You want to be able to lay in the shadows, to conquer what's coming around you, and to be ready to make changes when the feeling strikes you. I will say I'm feeling a little off today. I don't know if you noticed it. I'm feeling a little off. I feel like maybe there's some sort of thing trying to get my attention. I'm not really quite sure what it is, but there we are, right? You happen to be here when I had one of those feelings. Our next card is the mosquito. So I'm gonna hang that up. If you are in the South, you know about mosquitoes. And mosquitoes' keywords are persistence, balance, and influence. If you think about the mosquito, if you ever feel like you're someone who's like, oh, I can't make a difference. What am I going to do? No one's paying attention to me. Think about the mosquito. This animal, this little tiny animal, has the ability to make everyone run out of the room. I mean, all you have to do is say mosquito, and people are like fanning themselves and they're worried about it, right? So it's bringing forth that energy, that strength that you have. No matter your size, you have the ability to make a change. You have the ability to make a difference. It may feel like you don't sometimes, but you do have that power. So this card reminds us that you need to be persistent. You need to continue to move forward and make that influence the way that you can. I'm going to hold that up for you again. And our last card today is Hearth. So I'm going to hold that up for you. The Hearth card means warmth, nourishment, and home. When we think about the rural South, and we think about, even, pre-colonial times, when we think about the center point of the home, when we look at, medieval information, when we look at all these different cultures, there's always a center point of the house. There's always this place where you come together. And this particular card represents that. It represents the warmth and nourishment of being home. It's your reminder that you're safe. It is your ability to obtain nourishment or to rejuvenate yourself in a particular space. So that is our 3 cards for today. I'm going to hold them up for you, as I always do. So there's that. Move that one over. All right. I hope you've enjoyed your reading for today. If you have any specific questions, or if you're the one who's sending me these little bleep bleeps, I hear you. You're not clear. I do hear you. You need to speak a little louder. But if you have questions or concerns, or if you want to schedule a reading, you can do that on my website. That's going to be at buyherfires.com or Sosanna's Closet. You can go to either one of those websites and schedule a reading. If you'd like to pick up the River Witch Oracle or the Crossroads Oracle, either one, you can get those on my website as well. So with that, I'm going to wish you a happy February, rabbit, and I hope that you have a glorious day today. We'll talk soon. Bye.